We found out that Katie she didn't pass her newborn hearing test. And so we were referred to the Children's Hospital, and we went there when Katie was 2 weeks old to find out the severity of her hearing loss. At the time, we didn't know that Katie would have a normal future. It was scary. At the time, we felt like it was devastated. We were walking in new territory. We don't have a family history of anyone having hearing loss, and so we were just kind of at a loss ourselves and just not knowing where to go or what to do.
Talked to a lot of people, did a lot of networking, and discovered that Texas Institute was the facilities that offered what we needed, all in-house under one roof. And I just had to go.
Going there, it was truly a breath of fresh air.
They gave her life. They gave her attitude and who she is, and without that, she wouldn't be the person that she is today.
Hi, Katie! How are you, beautiful?
Good, how are you?
Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you.
Katie was so fun. She was very energetic, very smart, always brought life to the classroom, so
Absolutely.
She was always a great time. What was your favorite memory?
Probably recess.
Recess? She was definitely a leader. She was a model student, so we always kind of looked to her for a language model for the kids who maybe were struggling. Just a joy to see how they progress.
For me, as a child in elementary school, I often came here to get my hearing checked. And so it's quite a full circle moment to be here now, working in the program, working with kids, seeing them at these young ages and seeing them progress, and how we work with the parents and how closely we work with audiology and speech, and we just get to see everything come to fruition.
And then can I see your cochlear implant real quick? Katie was diagnosed with a mild to moderately severe hearing loss in both ears, and she was fit with hearing aids on both ears about a month or so later. Katie's personality has just continued to blossom.
What was really touching to me is right after her implant, we went to our first cardio visit, and they turned it on. And that was amazing for her to hear some of the softest things that she never heard before.
Katie, what are you doing? You can hear me? Give me 5, girl. All right.
And it was just so amazing for her to hear those things for the first time.
She has her own personality. You know, she is not afraid to be Katie.
True.
She is unapologetic Katie.
Yep.
When it comes to her peers looking at her like as a mentor type, she definitely has that role, that position into being that for friends.
She just Holy Mary, Mother.
The hearing loss does not define her at all. There's no trace of that at all. Freeze, grow, have, get, put, find, where. She doesn't let it hold her back. And I'm sure that's gonna be uplifting for others because they don't have to let that slow them down. They can definitely be normal and just have recess with everybody and have lunch with everybody and not have to be put into a box. So I love to see the normalcy in this because it's just like a normal everyday student. When I see someone like Katie with that particular hearing loss, she's just like a normal student, normal kid.
Aww, my mom's so sweet. Sure.
She just has that bubbly personality, like that's just so contagious that you just have to smile when she smiles. I definitely got to know her more and more. She is very resilient. She is very compassionate. She's very helpful. Honestly, she's awesome.
Some of my favorite things to do outside of school is probably art, hang out with my friends and family, learn about new things, and play chess with my dad.
Can you tell me how you think being at Texas Hearing Institute and the Melinda Webb School has helped you at your school today?
It made me feel special because I have all these children around me that had cochlear implants and hearing aids. And the day I just went to preschool there, I was so shocked. But I didn't want to go until I realized when my mom picked me up, I was like, why do I have to go already and stuff? But I'm glad I had the chance to go there, and that could be a special moment in my life.
The Texas Hearing Institute, the reason why it's so important is because it creates a community. Like, my daughter has some of her best friends are friends that share her same condition with hearing loss and cochlear implants, and places like that are so special. When we talk to these parents and we let them know that we have a community of family and friends that we can learn from, that we can share our experiences, they are completely blown away because they don't have those resources and they don't have access to centers like Texas Hearing Institute. And that's why it's so important, because it provides so much hope.
Thank you to everyone who's behind the scene to make Melinda Webb School what it is today, because without them, we wouldn't be here with our daughter in this situation. So I just want to thank everyone for that.
Also like to share to all the deaf kids in the world that you're not the only one.